Right, welcome everyone, welcome to the session on empathy. So we'll get straight into it. Your learning outcome for this session is to be able to articulate the differences between sympathy, empathy and apathy, and be able to demonstrate empathy in every contact with our members. So, when I say empathy, what do I mean? What words spring to mind? Listening, okay, yeah.
Courteous.
Being courteous to people, yeah.
Putting yourself in someone else's position.
Yes, putting yourself in their shoes, yeah. Anything else?
Caring.
Caring, nice, thank you. So, if I was to say, what's the difference between empathy and sympathy? Can somebody explain that difference for me?
Empathy is actively listening, sympathy is just hearing the main points and going,
On the right tracks, yeah. So if we're just going, what is that?
Sympathy.
Yeah. But so yes, it's sympathy, but what's the difference between if we're standing in someone's shoes for empathy, what's the difference? Sympathy.
Feeling for them.
Yeah. So we're not actually relating to them in any way. We're observing that and we're going, poor thing. Okay. So, empathy will come into your conversations every single day with members, or it should be. We are going to look at the difference between empathy, sympathy, and apathy. So, empathy drives connection because you're putting yourself in their shoes and observing it from their point of view. You're here with them, and it does take a little bit of vulnerability. Why do you think that is?
you've got to connect with them.
Yeah. And how are they feeling?
Sad.
Sad, maybe. Yeah, exactly. And if they're feeling sad, you've got to connect with something in yourself that knows that sad feeling. Yeah, absolutely. So sympathy drives disconnection because you are observing the individual. You're not relating to them. And it's more of a sense of pity. I feel sorry for you. Not.
Yeah, it's like you're hearing what we're saying, but you're not putting yourself in their shoes and you just go, oh, sorry.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And apathy. Let's talk about apathy. What is it?
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, quite literally it is when you have no connection. You couldn't give a monkey's whether that person's feeling sad, vulnerable, however it is that they're feeling. And you're just
what they're saying.
Yeah, disregarding what they're saying, not interested, don't care. Next call please. Which is definitely what we want you to avoid in your conversations with members. I will say that I think it can be quite easy, especially when you've taken that same call for the 10th time that day. It can be really difficult not to slip into apathy. What else might impact your ability to empathise with somebody?
Someone's come on angry at you.
They're angry at you, yeah? Yeah, anything else?
They're
not listening to you.
on races.
Yeah, definitely.
Just a bad attitude.
Attitude, yeah. What about you?
You're in a bad mood.
Yeah. You're in a bad mood, or you've got maybe something going on yourself, and you're thinking, and you're calling me about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot going on at the minute, and I don't need
Your
this.
tone and your manner and how you
Yeah.
sort of...
Yeah, absolutely.
Respond.
So it is really important that we always, I think the important thing is this is potentially inevitable, but it's important that we recognise it and think, actually, let's come out of it. Because if you can recognise it, then you're able to correct yourself. Okay, so we're going to watch a little video. You should be fairly familiar with it. We've watched it before. But this video is a lady called Brianne Brown, and it explains the difference between sympathy and empathy. I will just say that it does mention miscarriage and divorce very briefly, so if anybody is not comfortable with that, please do step out of the room. Everybody okay? Thank you. Okay, what were the main messages? Sorry.
Got to listen to people
Yeah.
and put yourself, well, not put yourself in their shoes, but like listen to them and understand what they're going through.
Yeah.
And not then,
Find the feeling.
yeah,
Yeah.
and not go,
Not
well,
judge.
I've been through that.
Not judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Absolutely. We're not here to judge people. That's not our job. Anything else you took from the video?
It's not always about finding a solution, it's more just about listening.
Lovely. Yeah, absolutely. We're not always going to be able to fix it for people. In an hour role, I think that's really relevant. Yeah. We're not always going to be able to give the member what they want, but we can give them the space to express that they find that disappointing. Okay. So to try and put this into practice, we have an exercise, and in this exercise I've drawn some really, really good people. Yeah, really good. So we are going to, I might split it into two groups actually rather than threes. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a member. You can use your knowledge of the people that you speak to, but I'd just like them to be a generic member. Anything that you want to tell us about the member needs to be inside, like this person here, okay? And if you want to embellish them in any way, you absolutely can. So this is Jolene, she's a Benenden Health member, she's Irish, and that is a moustache on her head because I couldn't find any hair. She's got a poly knee, and it rains a lot in Belfast, so she's got a brolly, okay? The important thing is once we've done all of this, you must confirm what their concern is. Okay, you've got to say why they're calling you. Yeah? Does that make sense? Great. Have we all got our member?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I'd like you to do on the left-hand side of your member, I would like you to write down the feelings that they're going to be feeling and why they're going to be feeling that way.
Anxious.
So, yeah, they might be feeling anxious because they've never called Benenden before, or they might be feeling anxious because they have a skin problem. Might be lots of feelings that they're going to be feeling, and I'd like them on the left-hand side
Fed
of the individual, please.
So I'm feeling fed up.
Don't forget why
Because she's got pregnancy.
why they're feeling that way.
I'd say, yeah.
Okay. Have we all got some feelings for our member?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd like you to, as a group, introduce your member to the other group, please. There is method in this. Do you guys want to go first? So the member's saying to you, I'm feeling really vulnerable because I have no support, I live alone.
So we need to empathise.
So you need to empathise with that. Yeah.
So we need to put examples of empathy.
Yeah. How would you empathise with her? What would you say to her to
Listen.
demonstrate that you're? Yeah, but what would you say to her?
We've done that.
Yeah.
How would you? It's not you can listening's
right.
fine, but what would you say to her to actually address how
So-
she's feeling?
I don't know, just like reassured at least hear it all the time.
I'm ever so sorry. I'm ever so sorry to hear that. No.
It's not something you don't
Offer to,
sure.
you know, please speak to me.
Yeah.
It's hard doing it though, when you're actually on the
Yeah,
phone
it's
and they're
hard.
saying it just comes fluent.
So
Because you're going to be
if
responding
she's
organically.
vulnerable,
It's not always what you actually say to them, it's your reaction to
Just
them.
comes out,
Is
doesn't it?
fixing the problem offering them support?
So fixing the problem would be, I'm feeling anxious because I've got pain in my knee. Yeah, that's
yeah.
fixing the problem.
Oh.
So,
not
If someone's
fixing
feeling anxious because
Vulnerability.
it's their first time calling, you could say something like, oh yeah, I can totally understand why you'd be nervous if you've not called us before, but don't worry, I'll talk you through the process.
Yeah.
I'll take you through every step of the process. Something like that. It's just acknowledging it
No.
and addressing it.
Yeah.
And then you can go into solution mode. But if you immediately go like, oh well, I'll fix it for you.
It's the mental health support.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, oh, okay. They're not really gonna feel necessarily listened to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Asking them how they're feeling. Because that's
Yeah.
creating that space
Yeah.
to allow them. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't put in fact yourself in question.
Have you addressed them all individually? Or are you just
Well, it's all kind of the same for them all, to listen, and then reassure, then show you understand.
nervous.
Nervous, you can't
It
pay.
was more specific phrases that you would use
Oh, okay.
to address each.
Vulnerability, like I said.
vulnerable.
It's the first time calling. Like it to listen
Okay,
to
what
down
else
as
is
a
more
membership.
specific?
Yeah, so for each thing, the members access to you, I'm really
no need
anxious,
to
it's my
feel
first time
embarrassed
calling.
about it. No need to feel embarrassed.
That's okay, don't
I like verbal
Yeah,
nods
that's
so
alright,
that
don't worry, I'll talk through it.
she knows that you're listening.
Just say things like,
So these, yes, these are all what you'd be doing, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's
ooh,
just
that's
what we're actually
Let her
saying.
know.
Dogs that.
Let her know not to be embarrassed.
We always
Yeah,
think that
it's
it's quite
just
I mean,
like,
I do think it's fair.
Price line,
But-
say, I'm all
But
right,
customers,
Yeah.
my God,
If
they
they don't know
They
it,
No,
think
they
it's
go
like,
complicated, yeah.
yeah.
It's going to say things like,
Yeah,
what's what you to do? I said,
understandable.
well, you've already done the first thing, which is good. You called me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you called
that's-
us,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the secure link, we get really anxious about, oh,
Yeah.
I can't do it, I can't do it, and
This is
I'm
understandable.
spend time.
And then you would
know,
normally-
talk
I
to
always
you.
just tell them before, I always say, make sure you
You
put
would
your
always
date of
also
birth
say
is
something
about
and
you, and then you should be able to upload
would
it. 'Cause
almost be.
a lot of people ring up and
this
go, well, I
is-
can't do
this
it,
is
so I'm like,
normal.
oh, have you got your date of birth? No.
This is normal.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's fine.
And then
You
we
have
go
to
to
do
the problem
something,
solving.
you can't.
Yeah, it's very hard not to
Yeah.
problem solve.
Oh, yeah.
That's the,
Yeah.
that's the example.
Mm.
But the secure link. I mean, I've
No,
never
no,
used
I know you're using this shit.
But it's just
Well,
straightforward.
The
Yeah, it's
answer,
like how
I
you
mean, I've had people
explain
ring up
it.
after I've done
So
it,
it goes back to
yeah.
where you phone.
I do, I like
Yeah.
it.
And I'm like,
Yes.
I might not
Close
down
your eyes.
the
Yeah.
And stuff, and there's a wellbeing
Then we
program.
have our-
They have said I like talking through that.
Most people
Oh,
don't.
right.
Even older people are kind of alright with that. You know.
Good. I think it's much more straightforward than,
Yeah.
because they actually get the link, then they can just do it right away. Cool. Are we all out there?
Yeah.
Nice. Anybody like to go first?
Yeah.
You've been
A lot of
nominated,
them,
Hannah.
some of them can like group up.
That's fine. Yeah.
So like for the first time callers, so like saying, don't worry, like explaining everything slowly for you.
Yeah.
Being embarrassed about the medical problem, to say like no need to be embarrassed, this is a safe space and this is what we are here for.
Nice.
They're helpless because they can't get an appointment, which is the same as being fed up about the NHS wait and frustrated about the NHS wait.
Yeah.
Just saying, I understand there's a long wait, but the wait times at the moment, and then you say something like hopefully we'll be able to help.
Lovely.
Afraid that it could be cancer, again you just say that you understand that you could be afraid of that. And then they said that they're depressed because they're life of turmoil, and just reassuring that all the things that are going on, this is understandable and it's a normal reaction.
Yeah, lovely. There's a lot of validation in there of like, actually, this is fine, and I'm here to help you. Lovely, thank you. How about you guys? What we're going to say to Joan?
Let her know you're there to listen and potentially help her if you can. There's no hurry, just takes time. let's see what we can do to help you today. How are you feeling? Give her ask her open questions so that she can talk back to you. How can we help you today? No need to apologise. Explain our process. Text secure link.
I mean, it's like explain each of the processes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's all really all in one, and so it's just explain.
Okay.
And just let it flow naturally as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's important that we think about it though, because although it can come naturally to some, it's not necessarily something that just happens. It's and it's easily forgotten, I think, because we've got 50 people in the queue who are really, really busy. You know what the member needs, so you just go ahead and do it. It'd be much quicker if you did. But actually that's not really demonstrating empathy. Yes, we're fixing the problem for them, but it is important that we acknowledge that person's feelings. Okay, so thank you all for committing to that and sharing your ideas. Now I'd like you to reflect on that, and I'd like you to write down 3 things that you can do to demonstrate more empathy. Or maybe a phrase that you can use to demonstrate more empathy. 3 things, and it will be going into your action plan. So do write things down. I won't say more empathy, I'll say even more empathy, because you're already doing it.
There was a word in that you said, and I really like that, I can't remember what it was.
Was it on the person?
Yes.
It's done that now.
Please can you say the question again?
Yes. So I'd like you to write down 3 things that you can do from tomorrow to demonstrate even more empathy. It can be phrases that you might try, or things that you might do, or asking more open questions, that kind of thing.
What do I do with those? I've just look.
What more can you do then? I'm not asking you what you do already.
No.
I'm asking you what more you can do. We all got something? Yeah. Come on, minute more. We all got. We at least got 2 things. It doesn't necessarily have to be 3. Yeah, 3's fine. Okay, lovely. So the objective for the session was to articulate the differences between sympathy, empathy and apathy. Do you think you can all do that now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you feel like you'll be able to demonstrate empathy on every contact with our members?
Yeah.
Lovely. And that's our objective achieved for this session. Thanks everyone for coming, and I'll see you later.